It is Wednesday the 5th of November 2008. Remember the 5th of November. And us Europeans are finally allowed to open our mouths. You see, we remembered what happened last time when we said that John Kerry, he seems like a good chap. I'd vote for him if I was an American. So we saw what happened there and we decided to keep our mouths shut this time. So now we're allowed to open them and unzip. We can say, well done America. Who knows what the next few years have in store, but at least we have a feeling of hope and a feeling of optimism. So well chosen. And good luck to your boy Barack Obama. But I have to admit that I already feel like there's something missing in my life. Something that has given my life so much meaning and focus in the last few months. And I think I best sum it up with the limerick I wrote about the presidential campaign when the vice presidents were announced. And it goes like this. There once was a man called Barack who made the choice seem very stark. Then along came Palin. She's worth a good nailing, and there's no polar bears in Iraq. So that was the limerick I wrote, because when Palin came along, man, you could not have made a better pantomime villain. She was like the love child of Jerry Falwell and Cruella de Vil. The first thing I knew about this woman was that she shot wolves from a helicopter. That is just so insanely evil and cartoonish. You couldn't make it up. It is like the Disney villain. So I kind of hated her right away. She had me from bang. And then it just carried on. It just snowballed. It got more and more ridiculous. Then I found out that she was a certain kind of fundie with certain attitudes towards birth control that seemed to have blown up in her face, if you excuse the expression. I'm sure if Jesus is watching from the heavens and he's looking at he's looking at one side, he's looking at the third world where AIDS is rife. He's looking at overpopulation and poverty. And then he looks to the other side and he's some young guy in a bedroom. It's his first time, and bless him, he has a bit of latex over his Johnson. If I was Jesus and I had a thunderbolt, I'm pretty sure I know that I wouldn't send it that way. But those were her ideas. And it's just amazing that she was a heartbeat. She could have been a heartbeat away from the presidency. I mean, all I could imagine is just some. Let's just say that she takes, to celebrate. They go hunting, and they take McCain with them, hunting. And from a distance, with that white head of hair, he probably looks a bit like a polar bear, and that's it. Bang. She could have been in the White House. It's not as if people, in American government haven't shot each other on hunting exhibitions before, have they? Expeditions, even. And then the other thing that was really crazy was the whole fruit fly thing, when she said, there are people experimenting on fruit flies in Paris. What a waste of money, we should be spending it on special needs children. Firstly, no one knows where she got Paris from. I'm sure there are fruit fly laboratories in Paris. Fruit flies are experimented on all over the place, and it's because they basically breed very quickly. You can get many generations out of them, and research was actually going on into fruit flies due to a protein that they shared that also is linked to autism. So she was a bit sort of stupid then, but I love the way that she opens her mouth and thinks, and I'm sure there's a little voice in her head that says, I haven't been briefed on this. Oh, I know, I'll just say it anyway, while people behind the cameras look on and go like that. I'm sure they could get I'm sure they had a more sophisticated way of showing her maybe she shouldn't say something by maybe bringing a noose along with them and putting their own heads in it and going like that. But in the end, Obama won, and Sarah Palin is going to be slinking away back to her evil. Well, she's going to have to just go back to Alaska and take it out on endangered animals instead. But let's face it, like all animals are endangered when she's around, and I think humans would have been on the list of endangered animals if she got into the White House. But she's not, so she's going back to her villain lair, you know. She's like Blofeld when he gets away from his exploding base, you know. She's getting into her escape capsule like Blofeld, stroking her pussy. So anyway, I'm going to have to find someone else to hate now, or maybe I'm just going to have to find the same person I used to hate before Sarah Palin came along. So I guess you got to stick to the guy that you know. So Russell Brand, it's you again, sir. Twat.